yeah, dude. Working at Starbucks was great. Honestly, it was fantastic. I enjoyed my time a lot until the end. At the end, it became a hell place for so many reasons. So many stories. But like, where I worked at, we were a team that basically was there basically since I started. Because I got hired, then my people got hired, and we all pretty much stayed around with each other. We stayed in that team the same for 6-7 years. Well, no, 5-6 years. We were the same people, more or less. Some people came, some people left. It's normal, gets fluctuations. But the same core was still there. And we were all friends. We all knew each other very well. It was very enjoyable working when we were all friendly. But then different managers popped in, and then they did not know how to do their jobs. And when managers don't know how to manage, things go tits up pretty quickly. It was 2 years, 2 different managers who didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They were best friends, so they were the same person. I know they were best friends and basically the same person, and they were utterly incompetent. Utterly incompetent. I don't know how they got promoted to manager, because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But that kind of ruined the experience for me, and that's why I left. Coffee. the favorite beverage to make was the easiest beverage to make. What was favorite drink to drink? I am a vanilla latte boy. Half sweet, of course. Vanilla latte. It's just, the milk is, when you use like whole milk as well, you make it with foam. That foam is already a little sweet. Add a vanilla into it. Delicious. Vanilla latte, I'm in. Yeah, my barista order, if I were making it myself, I would never order this at actual Starbucks. I would never do this because I know what they go through, and it's just too finicky, you know. Like, this is, I know what people done to me. I didn't care, but I still feel bad doing it to someone else. It's just a vanilla latte, decaf. I don't drink caffeine anymore. Half sweetened, whole milk, extra foam. Because that extra foam is like that between cappuccino, between latte level, the sweet spot. The sweet spot. I left before they used oat milk because I didn't know they used oat milk too recently. I'm not a big alternative milk fan. Oat milk though is decent. It's way better than almond milk. And coconut milk does not. Coconut milk tastes good, does not hold up good when it's hot. You want someone to rename me completely because he did not understand what name I said. Yes. Yes, the classic Starbucks. Extra foam in my facial hair, please. Yes, all over it. That would happen, of course. Of course. Get the mustache on top of your mustache. Layer your mustaches. I want to look like Santa. Please and thank you. Nah, I just use Numa. Oh man, I've gotten so many my name mistakes so many times. Not even at Starbucks, like just my life in general. What's your name? Numa? Oh, you mean Luma, right? I'm like, yeah. L. I said Luma. Of course I said Luma. No, I said Numa, you dingus. Oh, you mean Muma. Okay, that one I understand. That one I understand. Luna? Now you're just making fun of me. It's surprising how a short, simple name can be misheard and misspoken so many times. Oh my god, different layers of the beard? Yes, you have like the vanilla latte beard, the pumpkin spice beard, the caramel macchiato beard. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh yes, chocolate, caramel, hazelnut, vanilla. Oh yeah, okay, Nick is one of those names I definitely see easily misheard. Nick and Rick, those ones are very similar. And honestly, when you're working in a coffee shop, you're at the cash, there's a lot of noise going around you, people are talking to you behind you, people are talking in front of you. There's a lot of stimulation. You gotta be aware of a lot of different things at once. So when someone says, oh, my name is Nick, Did you fucking say Nick? Did you say Dick? Did you say Rick? I didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat your name? my name is Nick. You say louder? Oh, my name is Nick. Oh! Why did you get quieter whenever you say your name? I was gonna write Nick, okay? Oh yeah. Oh, Numa, like Maya he, Maya huh? Yeah, of course, like that. Next time, I'll bring my own goddamn pen and I'll write on your freaking cup. I was terrible. I would very rarely ask for names. I would ask for names when we're busy. That's when it's important. Okay, we're busy, I'll ask for names. We're not busy, I'm literally the person ordering the drink and making the drink. I don't gotta write your name. I got your latte, I'm gonna go make it. Or when there's like 5 people in line, I don't need a name, it's fine. You know what you're ordering? Yeah? Good. It's just faster that way. And I have to go through the whole, oh, okay, Kate. Is that with a C or with a K? Oh, with a CH, of course. All right. Next time I'll bring my my pen. Yeah, I read that already. Sorry. I've been to Starbucks in years. I haven't been in years either. I haven't been since I left. Effectively, I've been, I think, a couple of times, a handful of times. At midnight, worked at the one down the street from me as well. She did not like that experience, but they were terrible there. They didn't even train her. It was completely, that was a disaster zone. Basically, that was my store when I left. Basically, disaster zone, unmanaged, hell on earth. Ooh, Subway. See, I don't go to Subway because they tried to sue the Canadian population. They lost, and then it still costs us money. So I'm kind of like, I'm just kind of tired. They don't taste that good, and it made me angry by trying to sue us. So I'm fine. I'm happy just ignoring Subway. At first, I also boycotted Subway for the entire time of that. So what happened was, Canada has, we're on a way big tangent here. Canada has a national television broadcast, you know, like called the CBC, Canadian Broadcast Channel, much like the BBC, the British Broadcast Channel, but the Canadian version of it. And there's like a show on the CBC that was called Marketplace. They would go around different stores, different areas in like local Toronto or local, you know, wherever they're based areas, and they'd uncover the realities of their trades. Like, oh, is farmers market crops actually coming from a local farm, or is it coming from somewhere far away, industrialized, but costing you more anyways? That's one example. Another story was, is Subway's chicken completely chicken? Well, they did a study, and I don't remember exactly 100% details, but I believe they did a study, and they're in a non-affiliated lab, not affiliated with the CBC, a completely random lab. The lab showed back it had soy particles inside it. It was not 100% chicken, despite being advertised as 100% chicken. So before they published their newspaper, their show, they went to Subway and they said, "Hey Subway, we found these results about your chicken. Can you tell us why this was like this? Maybe we made a mistake. Can you give us your own results? Can we have any kind of conversation?" Subway completely ghosted them. So they're like, well, okay, we're gonna talk about it then. If you're not gonna talk to us about the fact that we found soy in your chicken, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it then. Okay, we're gonna publish the piece. Okay. And then they published a piece saying that, hey, Subway's chicken doesn't have 100%, it's not 100% chicken, despite being advertised that. What's the deal with that? And then Subway sued the CBC, a company funded by Canadian taxes, a crown corporation, for defamation. And now all of a sudden, oh, we have our own tests, and look, our own Subway scientists say that there's 100% chicken in here. And sure, maybe after they published a piece, someone at the factory got fired, and now, okay, we're using 100% chicken. Let's just cover us up. The past is the past, but now we're only using 100% chicken. You know, let's sue the CBC. And that lawsuit went on for like years, as lawsuits do, costing hundreds of thousands of dollars on both sides. Eventually, Subway lost because CBC had a clear case. They had results. They didn't even publish their piece. They wanted to talk about the results. Got nothing back from Subway. Okay, well, these are results. We're going to talk about them. It was just fair publication. And Subway had to pay back not all of the fees. This is the annoying part. They paid back a sum of money that was less than the lawyer fees the CBC had to pay. So that lawsuit still cost Canadians tax dollars, despite winning that lawsuit. And it was just so frustrating. Why? Just why? And so I haven't gone back to Subway since then. Also, they don't taste that good. Allegedly, in my opinion. You're not a big fan of fast food, but I go to bigger fast food chains. I believe Subway is healthier than others. Yeah, I can see that. I can get that one. Yeah, and like I wouldn't have minded. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care if your chicken has soy nara. I don't give a shit. What I mind is you suing a crown corporation for defamation when they tried to do a proper story. And you're suing taxpayers. Like, why are you suing me? Stop. Stop it. Stop it right now. That whole story is what I remember of it. If I got some details wrong, I'm sorry. You know, you can look up online. It's there. It's the thing that did happen. Allegedly. Covering my own ass now. It angers you if people are not honest about their analytics. Yeah, of course, 100%. Homemade is more cost effective than Subway. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, in the long run, if you want one sandwich, it's probably cheaper to buy the one sandwich. If you're gonna make your sandwiches at home, then you know, better make it yourself. Yeah, and definitely better a sandwich that is made with mostly whole ingredients than a fast food burger, which is just like pre-cooked and pre-made for you, and just like they slap it all together and that's done. Yeah, especially for food where people are eating this shit, it should be declared truthfully. Exactly. I feel you. I feel you, Lynx. But I don't even care about the fact that they tried to hide the soy in the chicken. I honestly don't care about that. What I care the most is that they took offense to the piece being written after the CBC was like, hey, what's up? And they were all like, you know? Anyways, we got off on a way big tangent there. That's not even tangentially related to the story at hand at all. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in like 5-ish minutes. I'm not gonna put it on the back screen. I'll just be right back. So, you know, I realized I always say 5-10 minute break, but really all I mean is like, I'm going to watch from coming right back. I'm not going anywhere. It's not a 5-minute break. It's like a minute and a half at most. I don't know why I always say 5-10 minutes, because I don't mean it. I always mean a minute. You hate wasting food, so you don't mind eating less valuable parts of animals. Yeah, if you can make it taste good, I don't care. Do it. Feed it to me. Feed me the bones. Yeah, but yeah. But don't feed me exactly. Don't feed me scraps and call it a T-bone. Or call it a filet mignon. That's not, come on. We both know this is reconstituted bullshit. Stop it. Don't charge me for filet mignon when it's actually just fucking brains. Stop. We don't eat cow brains, but still, like, no. Don't do it. Where were we at in the story? So they're talking about, so Bo is saying how he feels like poop because he feels like he doesn't know where to start. He wants to start over, but he knows he can't. Well, he feels like he can't. You know, I think he should. Go on, just start something. Doesn't matter what it is, just start something. Take a step forward. Take a step outwards. And and Owl feels like they can't, so bad with that, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. They can't live up to expectations of their family, because their family are all advertisers. They're all good at art stuff, and they feel like they can't live up with the expectations their family has on their shoulders. Yeah, I mean, you're always telling me you don't know until you try. You're new at this. You're not gonna be as perfect as everyone else. No one expects that. Come on. But one step forward. Don't cleverly use my own advice against me. I know you're right, or I'm right, but I just don't feel like I've grown into the person that my parents expect me to be. But you have grown, though. Even in the short time I've gotten to know you, university was a huge learning curve for us, and I'm certainly not the same person I was 4 years ago. I guess I just had these ideas of who I would be after all this. I think I surprised my family in a lot of ways. They still struggle with my pronouns. Sorry, Bo. I don't mean to. I want to call you them, okay? I'm sorry. And I don't know. And I don't know, you kind of inherit their pronoun values, right? You kind of inherit their pronouns. What? Oh, for sure, it scares me. You pick up parts of them, whether you want to or not. What? Oh, I think they feel like they pick up the he him pronouns because their parents keep pushing it on them. Not that pushing on them, it's just accidental, I think. Well, I don't know their story. And don't think about it too much. I don't know how to handle that. As I said before, is I don't care about my pronouns. Call me what you want, I guess. He's what I usually go by because I got a beard, and that's who I was taught to be. But honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't get insulted if you call me anything else because I don't care. It's not, for me, it's not enough to worry any thought whatsoever about. Because it does not affect me. So I can't really relate to how they feel. Because they feel dysphoria, or they feel like he or she really does not fit who they are, so they prefer just being called they. I don't, honestly, I'm the complete opposite, where I don't give a shit. It's kind of hard to feel the way they feel. Although I can sympathize, but I can't empathize, or other way around. I don't know how they're feeling, but I understand how they're feeling. How the hell do you manage? I get myself stuck in these absolute spirals, and I just am who I am. No point in worrying about who made me that way. But when it comes up to what motivates me, what I want in life, I think about that a lot. The pronoun thing, I don't like people telling me how to use them. Can we have universal pronouns and end it with this stuff? Yeah, you know what? Anime Virtue, I'm with you there. I'm 1000% with you there. Can we just drop the he and she? Drop both of them? Drop them, because that's confusing as well. Because it's confusing because you mean one person, you mean two people? Although that's also used in English naturally anyways, but it doesn't matter. Drop all that. Let's come up with an entirely new pronoun, and just use that. Drop everything right now. Figure it out. No matter what you're holding, a baby, I don't care. Drop it. Don't drop your baby. Drop the gravity. We gotta come up with a universal pronoun for everyone, okay? Ready, set, go. I got nothing. I have no idea. You missed Flunky Ball. What on earth is Flunky Ball? Tell me all about Flunky Ball. Oh, I just want to get things right. Me too. Like, I think they always expected I get a good, respectable job and settle down with a good wife. I don't think they resent me for it, but you can feel it, right? Yeah, I know what you mean. I think my parents would be chill with a lot of the things, though. Some of us are particularly normal, strictly speaking. 2 teams. Every person has a beer. All right. I don't drink beer, so replace that beer with like rum. I'm on board so far. Or wine. Rum is a little excessive. Let's replace the beer with wine. I'm on board so far. Go on. Carry on. Beer makes me very gassy and makes me feel sick. I hate that I hate it, but it's life. It's not that I hate it, my body can't tolerate beer. Eccentric might be better than not normal. Well, they mean the exact same thing back at home. We even have this saying, something like, a nail that sticks out gets hammered down. Ooh. Oh, yikes. That's not a good saying. In between the 2 teams is an empty bottle, and every time it elects one person, each team elects one person. Each round they hit and push over the empty bottle in the middle. It gets knocked over from one team, they get to drink until the other team puts the bottle back up again. Oh, the first to empty the entire bottle wins. Wait, what? Interesting. Usually in our drinking games, it's the loser who drinks, not the winner. I like it. I like it. The winner gets to drink this time. That's great. Drinking is reward. Yeah, I like it better that way. Better than like, oh, you lost with the drink now. Because that's how it is like in like with like beer pong, right? Where you're playing, you got a ping pong ball. You have someone else setting up with like a bunch of like solo cups in a triangle form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups. Did I do it right? I don't know. 6 cups. And you gotta like bounce your ping pong ball off the table and into a cup. And the cup you bounce on is on the other team. And they drink because, oh, you got the cup. I lost a point. I got to drink this beer. All right, and they switch and they repeatedly do the actions, you know? So the loser gets to drink. So meanwhile, I'd be playing with a drink in hand, drinking the drink, and have the punished drink to drink afterwards, you know? So I'd be drinking 2 drinks because like, I don't want to not be drinking. I want to be drinking while I'm playing this game. I just want to be drinking. The young life. Oh, is Germany allowing cannabis finally? Congrats, guys. Congrats. It's legal here, but I haven't taken part of cannabis. I already have my vices. I don't need another vice. And I feel like weed for me would just be too much. I'm already a very calm person in general. I feel like it would just make me super not there. You know what I'm saying? I haven't tried it. I probably should just try it at least once, but it's like, I got drinking. I like drinking. That's my thing. Let's keep it at that. I don't need to be calmer. Greece is far behind in the whole cannabis thing. Rough. Yeah, excess is not good. Yeah, we're talking about drinking games here, but like, drink responsibly. You know, know your limit, stay within it. Yeah, it's not for everyone. That's fine. I don't shame anyone for taking part of cannabis. Like, heck, if you like it, go ahead and do it. We all have our things. Do your thing. You know, that's fine with me. If the drugs don't really hurt an adult, allow it. Like, cannabis to me is way more better. That's not how you say. That's not how you speak English. It's way more better than fucking cigarettes. Cigarettes are awful because they hurt the smoker, and they hurt people smoking around them, and they hurt the smoker's child. Well, I mean, so does alcohol for that last part, but still, like, this hurts the smoker, hurts those around them. That's terrible. Whereas cannabis, okay, it hurts the smoker because you're smoking. You shouldn't be smoking anything, but you can ingest cannabis other ways than just smoking it. But like, secondhand smoke is just a lot less bad than cigarettes are. So cigarettes are legal. Why isn't cannabis legal? If cigarettes and alcohol is legal, cannabis should be legal. They said in Germany that they would focus on Rona right now. Makes sense to me. I would also want to focus on Rona. But you're really happy because your former Christ Democrat drug commissioner literally said, cannabis is not broccoli. And cannabis is illegal because it's illegal. That first part, yeah, you're right. And alcohol is not water. What's your fucking point? What's your point with that first one? And it's only illegal because it is illegal is a pretty dumb excuse. Yeah, ingesting in through food is way healthier for you than smoking. You shouldn't be smoking anything, whether it's vapor water from e-cigarettes, or it's cigarettes, or it's cannabis. Just don't hurt your lungs more than they already are being hurt from living in the city. Living in the city sucks. This world sucks. Got a lot of pollution in it right now. Don't hurt it more by smoking shit. Especially what happened here as well. I mean, as far as I understand it, is that the quality got more consistent. And it got pricier, but that's the way life is. It gets taxed now, so, you know, there's that. We have official shops. So that's what well, I mean, every province in Canada is different. In Quebec, we have the special governmental buildings. Actually, Midnight works in one right now. Midnight Sun works on one. And so they are dispensaries. They legally give out to people. They have to ask for ID and all that kind of stuff. The guys tell people, hey, by the way, this is a drug. Don't use this, but here's your drug. It's kind of silly, but I like where they're going at it. Despite them making money off of it, they're not focused on the money. They're focusing on not giving it away for like nothing. Like, oh, just here, you want it? Take it. Give me your money. I'll take it. You know, kind of like, okay, you can have this, but no, this is a drug, and you shouldn't be taking this. That's fine. Good way to look at it. Reduces dependencies. That's fantastic. I don't know the pricing though. I have absolutely no idea for that. But you get more competition though, for sure, because now you get more brands to be like, okay, I want to sell my cannabis legally, and then they sell their stuff, and there's competition like, oh, my own variant, my own strain, my own mixes, my own blends, and you get proper, you know, economy going on, which is what it should have been done in the first place, and get the tax out of it. It's fantastic. The nail sticks out and gets hammered down. Jesus, that's terrifying. But I guess our education system does a pretty good job of that too. Obviously, there are exceptions, but the general consensus is this. Conform and don't complain. My parents would forgive me if I never settled down with a beautiful husband in a beautiful house, but I'd be deemed a social pariah. Sucks. I heard Japan's pretty bad at that kind of stuff, for sure. Suppose it's universal experience. What'd you expect, colonizer? What'd you expect, colonizer? There's something in not fitting in, though. Being an outsider is a direct attack on the status quo. Yeah, attack the status quo! Down with capitalism! Classic. Right. Existing as per axis. Even so, I wish I had that sense of belonging. The only people who don't take me for some kind of joke are the friends I've made here. Whenever I catch up with high school friends, all they have to say about me is, oh, I'm so quirky or so artsy. Yeah, but that's high school. Fucking leave that behind, dude. I left that shit behind way, way in the past. Move on. People who have an entire knowledge about it. Yeah, like an apothecaries. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, in Quebec, again, not all Canada's the same. In Quebec, I don't know if they changed this, but when they first announced it, it said you can grow one plant for yourself, and that's it. They might have changed it to remove the whole plant thing at all, so there's no plants, but it is what it is. And one is better than none. Oh, geez. Imagine buying weed that fucking contains heroin in that shit. No way. Ugh. I get plant seeds though. Honestly, again, I've not looked into it. I have no idea. I can't help you there. I have no idea. Ooh, good old pea ammonia. Love it. Yeah, from the gardens, yeah. From someone else's plant, of course. Hey, Numa. No, I definitely won't do that. Dude, in the States, it's still a federal offense to smoke weed. A federal offense. No way. You have states that still allow it. I don't understand how it works. Because you have states that allow weed smoking, weed buying. But still, as a federal government, it's still strictly illegal. How does this work? How do you have some states saying, yeah, this is fine, but then the bigger whole saying, no, it's not fine? How does that work? Explain to me. Tell me why that works. Could you mail me Play-Doh with a tiny small bet? That's even worse. I look suspicious as fuck. No way. Come get yourself. I will not do any kind of illegal smuggling. Nuh-uh. The try hard. What you mailing there? Just Play-Doh. They can't buy Play-Doh over there. It's cheaper here. Yep. Here you go, game. Don't eat all the Play-Doh in one sitting. Gross. You would eat Play-Doh. Game ever? No offense, but you're the kid who eats Play-Doh. Point and case. I mean this with love, but it's true. Is Game the neighbor kid? Yeah, see, last time I ate Play-Doh, I was 21. That's like, what, 2 years ago? Three. Okay, so sorry, buddy. Yeah, I've licked it, sure, because like everyone says it's gross. It is gross. I've licked it, but never eaten it. Because it's gross. It's just salty. Yeah. How well can your high school friends actually know you? That's all I have to say. You grew up and they didn't. Exactly. Or didn't go the same way you did. Or they just remember. There's a weird phenomenon. When you're with your high school people, you act as you were in high school. You know? You act differently. Because the person you were in high school is completely different than the person you were during college. Completely different than the person you were after college. So you act like you were in high school. Some people might be like, oh yeah, I remember you when you were in high school. So you're so quirky. It was so artsy. Oh my God, you know. Move on. Leave high school behind. It is not important. Move on with your life. They were jerks and you were a jerk too. Trust me. Right? Sometimes it scares me how little people change. For an international school, it sure was homogenous. You can afford to stay the same if you have money. No, I don't think it's how that works. It's on the right track. No, I don't think that's how it works at all. People change, Bo. People change all the time. But maybe the outside face doesn't change for you because they're trying to act as they were when they were in high school. So they go back to that place in their mind, that person they used to be. So to you only see the one face, but they've changed, I'm sure. Put in the right schools, given all the right connections, and you're rarely exposed to failure. I disagree. Well, I went to school with them. How come I'm such a failure? Citizens are rigid. Some people just slip through. I don't like both those answers. Or maybe I just didn't pay enough attention in class. I'm really not sure what lessons I've learned here, if any. I feel like I've learned to be lucky. Oh? You feel like you've earned anything? Really? Come on, guy. Come on, person. I mean, guys, I use guy for anybody. That's fine. Same for dude. Doesn't mean any kind of sex. I'm sure you learned plenty of skills over the last few years. Well, sure. But will they actually get me anywhere? Who cares? You learn something. Use it. Love it. Enjoy it. Embrace it. I feel like must be some universal puzzle that I'm not yet to figure out. You seem to be doing all right so far. Like, yeah, you're not sure what to do next, but you've graduated, right? That counts for something. Yes. Well, I mean, look at me. I really put all my eggs in one basket, you know? When I applied for university, I only picked one option. Christ. I did the same thing for applying for foundation. That's foundation. I don't know that one. I mean, don't most people have that one place they set their minds and hearts on? I'm not sure I understand. It's not that simple. It's just like, I'll set my sights on something and it's this all or nothing type deal. I feel like I'm just begging to trip up and fail real hard on one of these days. Yeah, okay. I know people do that as well. The thing is that once they have encountered a roadblock though, they give up. It's not meant to be easy. You gotta push through the hard stuff. And once you work through the hard stuff, you get over it and you're free to go for a little bit further than get another roadblock. That's normal. That's what life is. Life is all a bunch of roadblocks you gotta overcome. If you just stop and turn around the first side of problems, the first side of a roadblock, you just go around in circles, don't go anywhere. You gotta work hard to get over that roadblock. Yeah, and what? Working towards something was a mistake? Come on. I gave up on all my non-creative courses during the 6th form. I could have done something else. I was just bad at exams. Okay, you can still do it again. Like, you can still do something else. You're not stuck in art. You can do something else, dude. What sort of path do you think you might have gone down? I've also been passionate about music. Yeah, enjoy your music. What held you back? It seemed like you meant a lot to you. I mean, it was just, I was self-taught and never properly learned any theory. Oh, it's this one here. It got to the point where I couldn't find the time. Really? I mean, it was really good. It was just too much for me to keep up with it at once. Something had to give. And I seem to have the most grip on my visual work. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me for game dev. Like, I started streaming instead. I couldn't do... I wanted to get back to it. And I had ideas of getting back to it. And I know the best time to get back to it is now. But, again, streaming is my hobby, and I'm having fun with this the most. And I want to put forward my streaming hobby first. That's my priority hobby. My secondary hobby, that's going to be game dev. If you can prioritize your hobbies, it's that. I just can't get past this feeling of flatness. It's like the only paths I can see are straight and narrow, and I just don't want to live that way. Not even to reach an eventual goal? Things have to open up someday. I'll intend to try because that's what options do I have? But the thought of it makes me so terribly sad. What makes you so sad about it? A lack of choice, the illusion of choice. Maybe there isn't just one path. Maybe there's like 4 of them, but they're all much the same. None of them have any depth. I feel like I've arrived at life's train station, but instead of a season pass, all I have is this tattered lottery ticket. And so I spend my days checking the timetable, watching everyone else leave the station. I've been there. But there's a chance to get through though. Don't you think it's just worth holding on to that? A chance? Oh, I cling to it because it's all that I've got. Okay, I really feel for that. You gotta work through that rut. It's not easy. I do know, Bo, and I'm trying to. I don't know what I'm doing either. You say you're stuck at the station, but I'm lost in the freaking forest. I'd follow any path I can take. These last few weeks, I don't know what's been going on. I know, I feel like I've lost any sense of time. We've been spending so much time on our own heads. I've certainly been doing all my living up there in my skull. Too much time in this place, in this flat. You're always saying we should get out more. You're right. Well, I'm always right, Bo. We're both guilty, though. I haven't been myself either. Full of self-pity, self-loathing. You know, we can always talk about it, right? I know. I just can't say why I haven't. I'm always mean to do all these things, but I just end up pushing them back. I can't quite summon the will. It's hurting a little bit now. Like hitting the head on the nail there. I guess I knew you were struggling too. I didn't want to be a burden. Oh, I've never felt that way about you. You're allowed to feel down. I mean, Christ, you're leaving the country. We're all going to miss you. You can talk to me too. I've been trying to be strong because I felt like you were too. Yeah, okay, let's make a deal. From now on, we'll talk about everything, all right? We're going to need to more than ever once I'm on the other side of that world. Going to be a lot to get used to, huh? Remember when we spent that whole summer texting each other? And the second year, right? After I moved out of Friary Road, I never felt that way about anyone before. Fresh face, baby ow. Shut up. Everything we've built, it still feels so unfinished. Yeah. There's so much we plan to do with this flat. Shane, I got a record player set up. Oh yeah,